All right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to learn a little bit about data integrity, kind of checking. Is how I understand it. I'm learning this also, so you guys, um, can also learn at the same time as we're learning together. With God's help. So, this is SHA256 sum. So let's see what this guy says. Exactly is the SHA256 sum. Excuse me. It's a command line tool. Excuse me. What's it as sub cat like? What is it? SHA has a cryptographic hash function that produces a 6-bean output. Cryptographic hash function. Excuse me. Take an input of any size and produce a fixed output. Deterministic, same output. Secure. Some are used in things like hash tables, Bloom filters. Alright, fine, that's interesting. Summary is SHA hash function, a type of how come it's used in checksums. What was the history in creating it? What was the purpose of it also? Alright, so guys, today's question: why was it checksum? Because it's a cryptographic hash function gives a very strong guarantee. Any change in a file, totally different hash. Even a 1-bit change scrambles the hash. Alright, fine. It's collision resistant. It's practically impossible to find two files, the same hash. This makes it perfect for verifying file integrity. In other words, SHA-256 is a cryptographically secure checksum, more trustworthy than older ones like MD5. A secure way to verify file integrity without allowing attackers to forge or reverse the attack. Yeah, that's crazy. Um, um, all right. So, that's crazy. All right, so we're gonna use the SHA-256. Excuse me. All right, so we're gonna go over here. Gonna do 256, SHA-256. 256 SHA256 some input text. Alright. So what we're gonna do, gonna go to a terminal. We're gonna clear it. SHA256 sum. And this is gonna be, let's see, SHA256 sum high.sh. Okay. So fingerprint. It always gives the same output though. No? Yeah. That's interesting. But any change in this output changes the hash completely. But any change in the input changes the hash completely. But any change in the input. That's crazy. All right. So, we got the hash function. So now what we want to do. Okay, so how to actually compare now. Do an actual file comparison. Excuse me. Send diff. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, so let's go. Let's check it out. We're gonna go clear. We're gonna go to. All right, so what we're gonna do is now we're not gonna actually do a dry run. We're gonna actually send it. Okay, so we copied it. Excuse me. Okay, now what we're gonna do. First of all, we're gonna run this SHA. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump to mntd dry run folder. Okay, we got hi. All right, check it. Nice. Okay, what we're gonna do SHA. All right, nice. All right, seems pretty similar. All right. right. How does this command work? Alright, so I'm gonna learn a little bit about this difference command, process substitution. Break it up. How many basic projects would you have to do in order to understand process substitution? That's the question you're thinking. Project based. Alright, learning track, understand process substitution by doing, okay. Understand how difference works with files, echo change, alright. Excuse me. Difference. Alright. Oh, that's interesting. Simulate processing using some files. So this is the same as this. This is almost there. Our redirect output, redirect input. Gotcha. Into a command. That's interesting. Redirect output, redirect the input from a command. That's interesting. Cat. Substitution. For this, what does cat accept as an input though? Excuse me. Alright, beautiful. You're asking what exactly exactly asking another question. Excuse me. What does cat accept as an input? By default, cat accepts standard input. Sorry guys. This is usually comes from the keyboard. If you type cat by itself, cat passed an argument like cat. Redirect the concept out and to give it to cat. So cat is receiving. That's interesting. Okay. How many projects would you have to do in order to understand cat text? Try cat in 3 modes. File argument, file redirection, SDQ. Okay. File mode. Alright, that's funny. Alright, let's try it. So cat file.text. Okay, cat file.text. Alright. So we're gonna do cat Bob cat hi dot text Bob. All right, so all right, fine, let's do this. Cat hi oops. All right, fine. All right, fine. File text cat hello. What in the world is this? All right, cat hi dot text. All right, guys. Let's try and figure this out. Add a custom script that echoes stdin. See how a program like cat receives via. Oh man, what the heck? So okay, bro. Doesn't cat usually mean either output or write into folder using like this? Like, what is this whole input thing? Yes, you're asking the real question. Wait, cats for output. Why all of a sudden everybody talking about an input? Okay. So what is cat really? Cat is short for concatenate, and its job is simple. Sorry. Read file or input and print them into the screen. Okay, fine. Standard input. So yeah, you're totally right that it prints stuff out. But what it prints depends on what you feed it. Okay, fine. So file text reads file. Okay, gotcha. That's why it waits for something to press. Hello. Okay, so it takes something in and it presses it out. Cat. Hello. All right. That's what it does. All right, so that's what it means. Pass it in. All right. So this is pass it in as an input. Okay. So the question is now, how does this... All right, fine. All right, so let's get at it. How come this isn't this then? With the and. All right, amazing question. You're catching a very subtle difference between this and this. Let's break it down clearly. What does this do? It runs inside, creates a temporary file like stream, two file names, like this guy and this guy. It's line by line, correct syntax. difference. Okay, let's just do this. Okay. Alright, we got diff. Okay, let's just do this. Diff hi dot sh hi dot text echo. This guy says echo. This guy, okay, fine. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, let's just make this, let's see how it works over here. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do this guy, SH SHA256 sum. SHA256 sum. Alright. So they're totally different. Alright, so let's see. Seemingly they're very different. Alright, so let's see. So copy I dot text to, and we're gonna make it, or actually, yeah, hi to dot text. Okay, probably this will work. Alright, so cat hi to dot text. Alright, so this should work, you guys. Alright, let's get it. Let's see how it works. Diff equals this guy SHA. Okay, let's just copy this command over here. Hi to that text. Hi. Alright, that makes sense. It seems like they're both correct. So let's do cat what the heck? Oh, that's weird. Oh, dang, that's crazy. Alright, diff. That's so weird. How is it not the same? Oh, maybe it's because it's different. Oh, that's crazy. That makes sense. Because it's a totally different. 843254B. Excuse me. That's weird. Alrighty. That's weird. How come the hash is the same although I'll just compare the hash value. Makes sense. All right. Difference. Diff. This whole thing over here. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, pipe. Put us down to the input of next command. Cut. All right, let's see how many. Let's see. How many would you need to and cut? What is this? All right. Project cut. Project cut. Delimited. All right, let's try doing this. All right, so excuse me. Any more that by doing them you will result in knowing cut. Excuse me. All right. Yes. Let's simplify even further. Echo pineapple. Slice a word. Cut. -4. All right. Let's try this. Alright, so we got echo and apple. So we're gonna send that into cut C1 C4. What is C1? Slices characters. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's funny. Alright. Pineapple. Alright, echo green, blue. Delimiter. Picks a field number. Field 2. Split spaces. What in the world is a field number? What is a field number? What is a field number in cut? A field is a chunk of text separated by a delimiter, like comma. many projects that by doing them you stand this. All right. Mastery track. All right. Field number mastery track. Visualize fields in real time. All right. That's interesting. Echo. Project visualize field. Is the equivalent of a field in an array though. Second field. All right. That's interesting. How many basic projects you need to understand delimiters though? Delimiters. See what delimiters do. Cut. Ah, dang, that's pretty cool. I'll put banana. Alright. Try different delimiters. Echo. Alright. So, alright. So let's try to go understand this one thing that he was saying before. Alright, so cut one, just get the hash. That's interesting. Dang, that's pretty cool. That is cool. That makes sense why he did that. All right. All right. So, oh, dang, that's pretty crazy. Let's see what it does. What the heck? what the empty means, the hashes are identical. Are exactly the same. That's pretty cool. Alright, so that's pretty good stuff, you guys. So we figured out how to use the diff command today a little bit. And it says that once the, what's it called? Once the folders, once the diff command outputs nothing, excuse me, it means that there's literally no difference, and that is a good sign, because that means the thing we what's it called, made a comparison to is completely the same, and that's perfect. It's exactly what we need. So all right, so yeah, we're gonna, with God's help, come back with you guys next video. But for now, wish you good success. Alright, you guys, peace out, see ya.